Welcome to Wyoming Country Living, where the skies stretch wide, the porch is always open, and the critters just keep coming. We're Kim and Chris, empty nesters who traded East Coast hustle for the wild peace of Wyoming. Each week, we're tackling homestead projects, wrangling our growing animal crew, and learning to live the country life one adventure at a time. Be sure to hit that like button and follow along so you don't miss a moment. We're saving you a seat.
Exciting Christmas present for Kim this year that she got early is this super duper fancy drywall sander thing. Sanding in general sucks as a sport. I hate it, so I refuse to sand anything. But after she sanded the bedroom last year for 8 months, all we heard about was her tennis elbow, and she needed to go orthopedic surgeon and all this other crap. So I know they say never buy your wife anything that plugs in for Christmas, but she said she wanted it. So it sands shit, and then it sucks the dust into your shop vac. And supposedly doesn't make a giant mess. So I'm going to work. She's going to play with this. We'll find out if she can even lift it.
Turn you on from here?
Yeah, you push it forward and then it changes the speed.
Turn that on. I have to strap everything on the right way. Feel constructed.
So if you change this, if you turn this thing, look over here, there's a hole.
Okay.
Right. So if you turn it this way, then it makes more suction and less suction.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna work.
All right, when I get a kiss. Lights would be good. It's actually pretty clever. There's a couple of spots that I'm gonna need to do by hand just because I went crazy with the mud. I'm not sure how well it's showing up on camera, but I definitely have some areas here. But here, let's do this section here. You can see how rough it is. Well, maybe you can see how rough it is in this area here, right? Especially here in the seam. Which now that it's dry, that seam looks like garbage, so really have to touch that up today. So that's the goal, get this all sanded today, get the next coat of mud on, let it dry, and then be ready for the primer. So all right, that's what it looks like before, and then we'll see what it looks like after. So except for inside the actual corners, I mean, it really does a nice job. I'm just afraid to do in the corners because the corners are kind of a disaster. Corner, I should say. It looks like hot garbage. So I'm gonna really have to mess with that today. And up there, I pulled some of the tape off. So But overall, I mean, that was pretty quick to get this exterior wall done. I'll move everything into a closet here, but again, can see how really rough it is because I go crazy with the mudding. Move it over here and do this section. I was not convinced it was going in the shop vac, but it is because I checked. So obviously, went a little too far in some sections, but that's okay because I'm gonna do some repair work. But way better, right, in terms of the bumpiness of the mud. So I was making pretty quick work of this. This is kind of a disaster in here. Alright, so I think I'm going to transition to using my sandpaper. My arms are getting tired and I'm doing something wrong, right? Because while it's definitely smoothing out the mud, I'm also taking off some of the finish of the drywall. So I don't think I'm doing something right. So again, this is the inside of the closet. I don't really care about that. I'm going to, and I don't even know that I'm going to do a second coat anywhere here. So I'm going to get my sandpaper and do some of the rougher spots in here. Obviously the corner I kind of buggered up a little bit there. And then I'm going to try to find some, I'm sure somebody on YouTube has made a video of how to use that tool, because it shouldn't be taken off the finish the way that I'm doing there. And I'm only using 120 grit. So didn't even go with the 60. Which is what my research tells me I should have started with. So, yeah. So, I'm going to figure that out. But for now, I'm going to transition to some sandpaper. So, I got to go get it. I kind of want to do a test wall where I do the primer and then I do the texture just to see how good it is camouflaging some of the imperfections. I mean, it's a closet, so I don't know that I was going to do a second coat anywhere, with the exception of this corner. This corner's kind of a disaster, but some of that mud is still wet, so I'm going to give that another day or so. But really, now that it's sanded, not too bad. So if I come out here and bring that sandpaper out and try to fix some of these imperfections. Definitely have to do something with this corner. This corner is really bad compared to the corner inside the closet, and I just think it's because I didn't use enough mud, which is hard to believe with all the mud that I use. Yeah. Alright, I think I'm going to make the executive decision to just do this today. Definitely, so I got to fix that corner. Got to do some touch-ups along the top out here. 2 exterior corners. exterior corner there. Couple little spots in here maybe, but I just don't feel like messing with the mud today. So my first pass at sanding is done though. Not too many spots on this wall that need adjusted. Here's the exterior corner that needs done. Couple spots here that my seam's showing through a little bit, so I'll put another coat on. My tape's showing through a little bit here, put another coat there. But yeah, I think I'm gonna wait and do that when I can get up early one day and then just let it dry throughout the day. I just don't really feel like messing with it tonight, so for another day.
I doubt it. Maybe there won't be as many of them. But...
Come on, little Pudge! Come on, you can do it! Come on!
She's so fat.
Come on! Good girl.
So on the day after Christmas, I drove down to Pueblo, Colorado to pick up Kim and Rip's new Christmas present. Christmas present for Kim, girlfriend for Rip. So we got another dog. That would be number 5 now. And this is a girl, Great Pyrenees puppy that Rip has time to play with. And we'll see. Maybe somebody to mate with once she's old enough. So, and her name is River.
Okay, I've made the executive decision that I'm going to finish the inside of the closet before doing the outside. Because I want to be a little bit more meticulous with the outside, and I want to try the texturing paint on the inside to see how it goes on, see what it looks like to make sure that that's what I want to put on the outside wall. So I just have to finish sanding this one corner because I had some spots to fix. And then I'm going to primer, and then I'm going to try the texture. And then hopefully if I can get that done, we can move on to putting the flooring, which we already have the flooring. It's just carpet squares, putting the flooring and shelving so that we can start making a dent in that part of the basement to clean it out a little bit. So that's the plan. All right, so this corner, which was really rough, and then I really built it up with the mud, really turned out pretty good. Again, it's the inside of the closet, so I'm not being super picky about it. And really I'm trying, not that I'm leaving rough spots, but I'm not being as meticulous with the inside of the closet intentionally because I want to see how much the texture covers imperfections, right? So I know how perfect the outside wall has to be. So I'm going to go ahead and get my primer and start painting. I think I'm going to start with this wall over here. I'll be back. primer done. So I think, whoops, see a splotch there. When I do the outside wall, I will do the corners first. So I didn't do that this time because I didn't know if I should do the corners. The plan now, let this dry. Gotta go up and read the directions on my texture. We just kind of bought it spontaneously. The rest of the upstairs of the house has textured walls that looks like orange peel. So I was able to buy a package of something that is supposed to do the same thing that you put on with a roller, and never tried it, never done something like that. So I thought the closet was the perfect place to try it. And it's a good thing because initially I thought I was going to prime everything, texture everything, paint everything, but I need more primer. So I don't even have enough primer to do the outside wall. So we should be able to get the inside of this closet finished, get some shelving up, and hopefully in the week that I have off here around Christmas, that we should at least get this closet finished. So getting excited. All right, today I'm going to attempt this wall texture stuff. So first I have to start by mixing it. I'm only going to mix half. And see how it goes. So I'm supposed to use a empty clean bucket, which actually this one's probably more clean. So this. All right, so it says this box gets mixed with a gallon of water. And I'm only going to mix up half of it. So I have half a gallon. And I'm going to estimate half of the box. Frankie. All right, so yeah, that looked like about how. And you're supposed to mix it just like you do drywall mud. All right, I don't know what this is supposed to look like. I'm going to find a YouTube video. All right, so I did find a YouTube video. The one that I watched, he made it pretty thick consistency. I think I'm going to start with a little bit thinner. So I ended up adding some more water because it was very thick after the half a gallon of water with half of the mix. So now it has to sit for 15 minutes. And then I will mix it again and then it will be good to go. Okay, it's been 15 minutes. I'm gonna do another mixing here, and it should be good to go. Alright, I may have made it too thin, but we'll give it a try. Yes, I know, Frank. Watch out. We'll give it a try. See what we got. Okay, so I think we'll start with the corners and a paintbrush. Then we'll pour it into the paint tray. So as I was waiting for that to firm up and restir it, I sanded this corner and that inside corner. I'm still not very happy with that inside corner over there, but again, I'm gonna get this closet finished and I'll worry about the outside wall. Because if I don't like this texture, I may end up going with some kind of, like, I don't know, beadboard, paneling, something. All right, I'm going to start on this wall. Because if I don't like it, it'll be hidden by shelves and no one will see it but me. Not thick enough. Thinking this is a no-go. I don't know. I'm gonna try it here with a roller. Not super confident. Alright, so I don't know how good it shows up on camera here. Again, I think I made it too thin. It was too thick and then I made it too thin. I don't hate it, right? Like, so again, I don't know how good it's showing up. So this wall has it and this wall does not. Mostly I was thinking of using it to mask some of the imperfections of the drywall, which it does not do. So it is just more giving it texture, but it uses an ungodly amount of product. So this was half of the box. There's maybe, I don't know, not much left. Way too much product to do this whole closet, let alone the entire basement. So I think what I will do is I will save the other half of the box for the bathroom, because the bathroom's not going to have too many walls. And the other thing I have to try is maybe the roller, the nap on the roller wasn't the right kind. But again, I just think way too labor intensive for the size of the basement and the closet. right, so I got the paint done today. I did not video it because, you know, it's painting. Very happy with the color. I think it was called Pearl. It's only one coat, but again, it's a closet. And now that it's dry, I'm very happy with how it looks. When I was just finished painting, I thought I might need a second coat, and this actually took about 5/6 of a gallon, so I didn't want to buy a new one. Obviously, you can see my seam here in the middle, which is why I've kind of opted not to do drywall outside. We're going to do shiplap instead. This texture actually turned out better than I kind of hoped yesterday whenever it was wet. If I were to do it again, it doesn't hide the imperfections in the drywall that well, but I do like the texture of it. So I saved the other half of the container to do the bathroom. Again, we're not really going to see it here in this closet because the plan is to put a set of shelves on this wall, a set of shelves the whole length of this back wall, and then a coat rack on this wall. So that center seam, while it's very obvious right now, won't be too bad once we get some shelves up and obviously once we have stuff in here. So I have the floor all scraped up from the splotches of drywall mud that I made, so it's nice and smooth. And it's ready for the carpet. So we have carpet squares that maybe we'll get to tomorrow. If not, definitely the day after that. So making some progress and very happy with this color. I like it a lot.